Sallu ala al-Habib sallallahu ta'ala ala Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Inshallah, continuing the topic, questions and answers about Islamic veil. Parde ke bare mein swal jawab. Now we're on the topic on woman's family should be careful. Okay, the question is, these days a woman is usually incited against her husband by her own family. Please grant us some Madani pearls about this issue. So just before I go to the answer, in the majority we come across that husband and wife are arguing, and then they start quarreling, and then we've got marriage breakups. So let's learn from these Madani pearls how we can fix these issues. So firstly, if an Islamic sister is having problems at her in-laws' home, then she should be patient, meaning she should have sabr and earn reward. If she expresses her anger at her parental house, then this will lead to a chain of major sins such as backbiting, accusation, suspicions, exposure of personal faults, etc. And then the woman's family will make a habit of provoking the wife into reacting negatively, opening the doors of further sins and troubles. The woman's family should at least think of the following two reports when they feel like inciting their daughter against her husband and in-laws. Number one, Sayyiduna Buraida radiyallahu ta'ala anhu reports the following glorious hadith of the greatest and noble Prophet sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wasallam. Whoever incites a woman against her husband is not amongst us. Number two, Sayyidina Jabir radiyallahu ta'ala anhu reports the following saying of our beloved and blessed Prophet sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wasallam. The devil sets his throne on water, then sends his troops, the closest of them to Iblis, i.e. Satan. The devil is the one who causes most mischief. One devil comes and says to him, I have done such and such a thing. Iblis, meaning the devil, replies, you have done nothing. Another devil comes and says, there was a man who I did not leave until I caused separation between him and his wife. When Iblis, meaning the devil, Satan, hears this, he brings him close and says, you are great, and then embraces him, meaning he hugs him. And this is mentioned in Sahih Muslim. Next question, what if a woman's husband, in-laws or parents ask her not to wear a veil, meaning hijab? Answer, the woman must not obey them in this matter, because obeying the husband, parents, etc. in sin is a sin and not a virtue. Amir al-Mu'mineen, Mawla-e-Kainat, Ali ul-Murtada, the Lion of Allah, Karamallahu ta'ala wajhul kareem, reports this grand statement of the Prophet of mankind, the peace of our hearts and mind, the most generous and kind sallallahu alayhi wasallam, says, it is forbidden to obey any human whilst disobeying Allah Almighty. Obedience is only in good deeds. And this mentions Sahih Muslim, page 1023, hadith number 1840. The word ma'ruf in this sacred hadith is explained by a famous commentator, Hakim al-Ummat, Mufti Ahmad Yarhan. Ma'ruf refers to any act which is not prohibited by Sharia, and ma'siyat, sin, is anything prohibited by Sharia. Another question what he says here, what is the primary source of Islamic knowledge for an Islamic sister? Answer, the equation of necessary knowledge is fard, meaning obligatory, for every single Muslim man and woman. A blessed hadith states, Talabul ilm faridatun ala kulli muslim. Seeking knowledge is mandatory for every Muslim. So it is vital to make an effort to pursue knowledge. Children can also acquire knowledge through parents. A child's first school is its mother's lap. It is mandatory for parents to give their children a proper Islamic education. Here are two blessed hadith sayings of the Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam about this. Number one, teach your children three things. Number one, your Prophet's love. And number two, the love of his family. Ridwanullahi ta'ala alayhim ajma'een. And number three, recitation of the Holy Quran. And number two, treat your children well and teach them the manners of life. So moving forward, how should a married woman acquire knowledge? Answer: she should learn from her husband as much as possible. This is a big responsibility on the husband's shoulder. The Holy Quran states in part 28, Surah At-Tahrim, verse 6, قُوا أَنفُسَكُمْ وَأَهْلِيكُمْ نَارًا. Save yourself and your family from the fire. In the commentary of this verse, Allama Jalaluddin Sayuti Shafi'i alayhi rahmatullahi al-Qawi wrote in Tafsir Ad-Durrul Munsur that Sayyidina Ali Karamallahu Ta'ala Wajhul Kareem said about this blessed verse, this verse is instructing us to teach ourselves and our families about virtues and the manners of life. Allah Hazrat Imam Ahl Sunnat, scholar of Sharia, guide of Tariqah, Ash-Shah Imam Ahmad Raza Khan alayhi rahmatur Rahman explains a husband's duties about his wife in Fatawa Rizwiya, providing her with living expenses, i.e. food and a proper accommodation, paying mahir, treating her with good manners, teaching her and emphasizing good deeds, modesty and veiling, hijab, prohibiting and scaring her from the opposite of these, and encouraging her in good deeds. Regarding the issue of seeking the answer to a Shari ruling, Bahari Shariat states, if a wife requires an answer about a Shari ruling, then she should ask her husband if he is a scholar. If he is not, then she should ask him to get the answer from a scholar for her. In these cases, she is not allowed to see a scholar herself. But if none of these cases exist, then she can visit a scholar. Sallu ala al-Habib sallallahu ta'ala ala Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. My dear Islam brothers, do make it a habit of attending the weekly Sunnah inspiring Ijtimas of Dawateislami every Thursday at 8 p.m. For brothers, it takes place here in Fazan Medina. For Islamic sisters, the weekly Sunnah inspiring Ijtima takes place every Sundays at 11 a.m. So it's a mother request. We give invitation towards good for Salah, and we prepare ourselves for the Akhirah by doing Nek Amal, by filling in the booklet Nek Amal, which is available in the App Store. You can download this, and do keep watching Madani Channel Sky 746. Every Saturday we have the Madani Muzakara around about 6 p.m. live with the Amir Ahl Sunnah Damat Barakatum Aliyah. It's also a Madani request that you engage and learn Islamic knowledge. Look, we've learned some etiquettes, we've learned some Madani pool regarding how we can have a peaceful life. Alhamdulillah, by gaining this knowledge, inshallah, you'll act upon by refraining from backbiting, by causing fitna, inshallah, in the house, by removing these obstacles and becoming better Muslims, inshallah. May Allah Azza wa Jal give ittafaq between husband and wife, and inshallah, may Allah Azza wa Jal grant the household a Madani mahol of Dawateislami. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, wassalatu wassalamu ala Sayyidil Mursaleen. Jazallahu anna Muhammadan ma huwa ahlu. Oh Allah Almighty, accept this short dars in your court. If I made any mistakes in the dars, I ask for forgiveness. Oh Allah Almighty, give us success in this life and the hereafter. Bless our mothers, our fathers if they're alive. Grant them good health, a long and prosperous life. Ya Allah, those who have departed from this world, grant them the highest level of paradise. Grant them the recognition and the intercession of the beloved Rasul. Oh Allah Almighty, give them the ability to cross the bridge of Sirat and protect them from the fire of hell. Oh Allah Azza wa Jal, grant husband and wife love and harmony. Bless our children, Ya Allah, with respect and obedience, and make our children the ability to perform the salah, to recite the glorious Quran, and grant them true love of Ishq Mustafa and his family. O Allah Almighty, bless all our Muslim brothers and sisters and protect them from social media, protect them from wrong types of relations. Ya Allah Azza wa Jal, protect them from all aspects of life, even whether an Islamic brother or an Islamic sister is working in such environments. And Ya Allah Azza wa Jal, if they are missing their salah, Ya Allah Azza wa Jal, give them a change of job. Ya Allah Azza wa Jal, if there's any disobedience in their work environment, Ya Allah Azza wa Jal, give them the ability to refrain from this disobedience. Ya Allah Almighty, accept all our du'as and grant us success in this life and the hereafter. Grant us peace and harmony around the world, especially in Kashmir and Palestine. Ya Allah Azza wa Jal, bless them with peace and patience and remove the conflicts all around the globe. Sallallahu ta'ala ala Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun. Wa salamun ala al-mursaleen. Walhamdulillahi rabbil alameen.